Bagfuel, baby.
When y'all first started off with Joe, and what's the other dude named Ice, right? When it was just you and Ice, I felt like that y'all didn't have the same chemistry that he had with Rory and Mal from the beginning. But y'all chemistry is up now. To me.
I'm listening.
What changed, if anything?
Nothing. Joe, Rory, and Mal, niggas don't want to give Joe his flowers.
Okay.
We might not be in this room had it not been for Joe Budden.
I agree with that. He's the pioneer of doing this shit.
Niggas really don't be wanting to give him his flowers. Joe is abrasive. Joe, you know what I mean? Joe wow sometimes. But when these niggas made a path, Joe, Rory, and Mal made a path. You understand what I'm saying? So based on whatever they did, it's hard to come behind that, period, my nigga. Okay. Like, it's hard to come behind that, and people know what they know. They like what they like. It's hard to transition niggas off of new shit. You know what I'm saying? When old Aunt Viv left, it took a long time for niggas to accept the new Aunt Viv. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so when we came, and we just brought a different dynamic to the show. Like, I'm talkative, again, our experiences. So I think Joe could go places with me on a show that he couldn't necessarily go with them because they couldn't address all of those things. Like, they weren't parents, so we couldn't have parental conversations. They didn't never work in corporate America. We couldn't talk about some of that shit. So again, that diversity that Ice and I brought, they didn't necessarily do with them. With Rory and Mal, it was the drop dead funny. I'm at work. I use these niggas to get me through my work day because I hate this fucking job, and these niggas have me in stitches all day long. That was the value of the Joe Budden podcast. It helped me get through my day comedically.
Yes.
When we came, it was a little more thought-provoking at that point. We could now jump into conversations about certain shit. And then, again, it's no shot to them. I fuck with Rory Mal.
No,
I'm just saying. So, but we could jump into conversations that they might not have been able to jump into on a more serious side. So now we talking about thought-provoking shit that's life-based, not necessarily music-based.
I think a factor, too, is, the friendship. I don't know what Mal's friendship is with Joe now. I don't want to speculate, but how they were together is way different than how you and Joe know each other. That camaraderie from that.
Nah, that's not true.
You don't think so?
Mal knew Joe before. Mal and Joe got 20 years in.
That's what I'm saying. But
Mal and Joe have lived together for
that matters. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's what I'm
Me and Joe got that.
But listen to what I'm gonna say. I'm not taking the years. It's how you interact.
Oh, that's possibly.
Yeah, that interaction with what Joe and Mal has living together, what you have with Joe is a little bit different. So when it gets on camera,
it's different.
A person that's working a 9 to 5 that's expecting that energy from Mal and Joe, it ain't gonna be the same with y'all. Not to say it's trash.
Joe is strong-willed. I'm strong-willed.
Yeah.
So me and Joe could collide, and we can collide on camera. So when we got episodes on camera, we in full-out screaming matches at each other. They never saw that before on a pod before.
Yeah.
Like, they didn't necessarily, because again, some of the topics weren't as serious. So they didn't necessarily challenge Joe on camera. You know what I'm saying? Like, Joe is a strong alpha. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's male energy. You know what I'm saying? Man, you could get in here and start arguing about rap or ball or whatever the case may be. We can be in full-fledged screaming matches. You know what I'm saying? So that's just guy shit. We know it to be guy shit. People on screen don't know that. You know what I'm saying? So the dynamic is definitely different. Plus, also, what people really don't understand is for a long point of Rory and Mal, I think maybe 3-4 years, they were shooting one episode a week. And then when they got, I think, the Spotify deal, it went to 2 days a week. Me and Ice walked in the door shooting 4 or 5 episodes a week. My nigga, the Joe Budden Podcast works harder than any podcast out. Bar none.
People don't understand the workload.
We shoot 4 to 5 episodes a week. Our normal pods are 3 hours.
That's a real work schedule.
And then behind the scenes on Patreon, we giving niggas 2.5 hours a pop. Nobody, especially in the black podcasting space, pods 12, 14 hours a week. Nobody. So if you gave me and Ice the ability to come in and shoot 1 3-hour pod a week,
got you.
throw that, y'all.
The only person who was doing that though?
Huh?
Me and Flip. We're the only people who was doing that before.
Y'all shooting content.
No.
Oh.
We was doing podcasts before. Like we was there like 8 hours straight sometimes.
But here's the thing.
We don't leave till 11, 12 o'clock sometimes at night. Nigga, if you watch the Joe Budden podcast,
you see
the sun be out.
Yeah.
The sun be out. But on the Patreon episodes, it be dark. You feel what I'm saying? We there from in the morning to the nighttime. So again, nothing against Rory Maul and my niggas. What I'm saying is that if you gave me and Ice never having no broadcasting media experience, none of that. Ice did. Ice had a little pod that he did, I think like 7 to 8 episodes. But if you gave us the ability to come in with a week's worth of topics and information,
that's what I want to get
my nigga,
to.
and only shoot 1 pod a week, do you know what the fuck I would have been doing on them cameras?
It's concentrated.
They would have had me on Law and Order by now.
Yeah. And that's what I wanted to talk about.
Talking about. Like, yo, dog, we have to get 16 hours of content where some niggas do 3 in a week.
Yup.
So now we gotta kind of ration out.
Yup.
We gotta save that for Patreon, right? We gotta save that for this. We gotta save that for that. So us doing 4 to 5 episodes and niggas be guest based. You know how much pressure that take you off when you guest based? I could bring Snoop in.
He's up for the month.
Nigga, Snoop is so interesting that you can have a 10-hour conversation with Snoop. That takes pressure off the podcaster. All you gotta do is have good conversation. Quality. Yo, dog, so how you get the Corona deal? He gonna go into 20 minutes of that, right? How you do da-da-da? He gonna go into 20 minutes of that. Bring up some Pac, bring up some Suge, they gonna give you the interview. That takes mad pressure off the podcaster. Nigga, we not guest-based. You feel what I'm saying? We shooting 14 hours of talking in a week. Some niggas don't do that in a month. So again, no shot to them. The pivot was way more than just chemistry. It was work. And we fresh off the street. No nothing, no experience, no nothing. Learning on the fly. So if you saying that the chemistry is better, we learned some more shit. You know what I'm saying? We learned some more shit. Like, I don't know nothing about
got better.
Voice inflection. I don't know none of that. I'm turning my head, mic right here. You get what I'm saying? I'm talking to you, we arguing, the mic right here. You can't even hear what I'm saying. Just certain shit like that came along. You get what I'm saying? Came along, and you gotta pick your spot.